No, 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 no. Minecraft. Digcraft. I figured out what the guy in my Warhammer group chat was talking about. So you read the Death Guard Codex. GW released a little sneak peek promotional revealing some of the detachments for the Codex for Death Guard and not World Eaters. That's the one. I'll take that run flash. Thank you. So now I've read it too. Yeah. Yeah, the Death Guard one for the Poxwalkers, just giving you extra Poxwalker squads instead of, ooh, Poxwalkers get battle line and like +1 to hit or an invul save. Yeah, I like how they've instead, I like this better, because that's kind of boring. Instead we've got, each turn I get another squad of Poxwalkers just to add to my army for free. They also revealed with this that there's more characters, like the Noxious Blightbringer that can lead Poxwalkers. Having characters in Poxwalkers is pretty cool. And then, obviously, Poxwalker stratagems. With different ways to buff Poxwalkers and use them as a meat shield with the wall stratagem that they showed off. To represent the horde of the Poxwalkers, they made it before you get just new squads. But I wonder if they'll still have, like, the 2 CP bring a squad back from dead Poxwalkers once per game. And if they do have that, will it even be 2 CP or once per game? Because these are Poxwalkers. Because if not, it's a bit strong, but also it's a bit fun to keep throwing Poxwalkers. I could see them having like one of the, like, I think it's Tyranid and the Swarm have a stratagem where you can like heal D6 gaunts. Having that for Poxwalkers would also be nice, instead of just having the bring back a squad. So the Poxwalker detachment was pretty cool. I think it's a unique take compared to the other horde strategies. Just getting more units each turn. Probably won't play it because I only have 30 Poxwalkers from the combat patrol. I feel like I need more Poxwalkers to play that. And the new combat patrol and the new battle force won't have any Poxwalkers in it. So I'm not absolutely loaded with Poxwalkers unlike other Death Guard people. Like, you know, bought the combat patrol starter set with the and I don't want to buy a second combat patrol of the original one. I feel like I'm already buying the new combat patrol and the new battle force. It's just too much money. And I don't like horde armies. I playing Horde, I don't like to play Horde armies, and Poxwalkers don't have much model variation. They've got, well, they do have. I've already painted two. Like, I'll be painting so many of the exact same guy. Oh. The other detachment. Actually, before I talk about the other detachment, the Death Guard, the Plague Company, as expected, got renamed. It was just too generic of a name. I expected it to be a name more related to the Garden of Nurgle, because that detachment was like all about making Gardens of Nurgle. Instead, it's like Victorious Virulence or something. It's something VV. Instead, it's instead of garden based. But the buff your infection aura that detachment gave you is now a part of the army rule. That is something I'm glad they did. I was hoping they would do that. It's a nice change. They did also change it. The -1 to leadership and objective control is now also -1 to movement. That's nice. And the minus to ballistic and weapon skill is now -1 to hit. Meaning you can't stack, because if you don't know, you can't stack things in 10th edition. 2 -1s to hit. But you could stack -1 to ballistic skill and -1 to hit. Because they're technically two different things. But I guess you can't do that anymore. Don't need those. Yeah, so that being a part of the army rule will be so nice. Because normally the -1 toughness isn't crazy good. -1 toughness is, and only if your opponent gets close to you, just wasn't the craziest ability. I do think -1 toughness is better than +1 strength. If you compare those two directly against each other. But yeah, getting the choose a debuff is nice. The other Death Guard detachment allows you to choose something that isn't already in contagion range, and it's in contagion range until the end of the turn. That's a nice ability. It's also a vehicle detachment, the stratagems for that one. So, luckily Death Guard have plenty of vehicles. It'd be a lot harder to make a vehicle detachment for the other Chaos armies, unfortunately. But yeah, Death Guard could have it. Hammer of Mortarion, we go. Then there's the Terminator detachment. It's a basic elite detachment. I can't wait to see what they do with that. There's the Demons detachment. Each army's getting a Demon detachment. There's, lastly, there was the detachment where you could choose which you could change um, which infection you have, like at the start of the game, which buff you'd give to your aura. Each time you can change that. You can be a bit more adaptive with it. Honestly, Death Guard stuff looks cool. Can't wait to have more detachments to play around with. World Eaters. Yeah, they showed off a transport detachment that buffs your units if they jump out of a transport and has stratagems giving you more movement things to do with transports. Movement is really good in 40k, so that one will probably be pretty decent as a detachment. And with Lance, after getting out of a transport, getting Lance. +1 to wound's nice. It's better than +2 strength that the index detachment is now getting instead of +1 strength. I expected they would have done that as well, because they did that with Blood Angels. They've got an 8-bound detachment, that's kind of their elite detachment. They've got their elite like the Death Guard's Terminator one. And people are going to have a decent amount of 8-bound if they buy the new Battle Force. It comes with 9. There's also, for the World Leaders, the basic Demon detachment. That they're all getting. And they're getting a really nice one where you get a 3 buffs that are once per game that you can shoot. You can do each once per game, like the Gladius. The detachment for Space Marines, but it buffs cultists, your cultist units, your goremongers and jackals, and people are going to have a lot of jackals because the old combat patrol has jackals, the new one has jackals, and the battle force has jackals. And anyone that's picked up the kill team, because we'll have the new is the only place to get the goremongers though are a kill team. And anyone that plays kill team and bought that box will have them as well. So giving them a buff every single turn if they're next to a monster or Titanic is pretty cool. Just rolling up with a big Lord of Skulls surrounded by cultists. I think that sounds cool. But Lord of Skulls are very expensive point-wise models, so it's probably more realistic to be playing like Demon Princes, because they're monsters and it also applies to monsters. But I love the theming of just having a giant Lord of Skulls instead. yeah, that's all the detachments. And all I have to say about that. And in a very dangerous spot, I'm gonna end the episode here. And I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy.